Week 5, are we feeling alive yet? This week I have 3 core moves for you that it's going to help increase your pace in running or fast-paced power walking, because you're going to have more strength and stability through the core to allow your body to power through movements at a faster rate. Your movement's going to become more efficient when the core becomes stronger, and that's an awesome feeling. So grab 2 light weights or nothing at all. These moves can definitely be challenging with just the weight of your body. So here we go. Starting with a narrow stance, you're going to inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. The pace of the movement is up to you. If you're doing a faster movement, it's working as more of a active warm-up for you. It's still strengthening, but because it's faster pace, it's less focused on the range of motion. If you would like to slow it down to be more of a strength focused move, you can bump the weight that you're using, or you can increase the number of repetitions. Obviously, you're going to want to switch directions, stepping out with both legs. You're probably wondering, how is this a core move? The core is made up of the hip flexors, the glutes, the abs, and the low back. So targeting all of those muscles and making them stronger is going to make the core more steady and more stable. Every move we make stems from our trunk. If our core of our body is not strong, then our movement is sacrificed in how much we can do of it, how long we can tolerate it, and what's the quality of that movement. So we want to make sure we are strengthening the core as best we can. And I like to use tricky core moves, not your traditional moves that are not as functional for daily life. So now you're going to hold those weights and you are going to reach up with one and back down, up with the other and back down. As you push up, you are exhaling and inhaling to come back down. You will feel the side body of the arm that is down stabilizing this movement and activating. So this is an oblique move here. Exhale, inhale. You'll notice I have a slight bend in my knees and a hip hinge. You're going to want to do 10 to 15 per arm. If you don't like that move, I have another way for you to activate the obliques. You're going to drop one weight and you're going to put one foot in front of the other. You're going to exhale to activate the oblique going up. Inhale to control the movement going down. Exhale to activate. Inhale to control it down. Same thing, 10 to 15, switch sides, start on the inside of that thigh that's forward, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down. These moves may seem simple, and they are, and they're not your traditional planks, side planks, Russian twists, but they are absolutely effective in strengthening the core. If you think about the reciprocal arm movement of running, not too different from what we're doing here, alternating sides. The body needs to be strong in those moves to continue to progress in your abilities in running and walking, and just to have health through the core for daily activities. Another core move I'm going to show you is going to be on your back, lying down with your knees bent. You're probably only going to want one weight. With this move, you're starting with the weight in your arms, out straight, inhale up overhead, stopping when the inhale stops, exhale to engage those abs as you pull the weight back to the starting position. So inhale up, exhale down. You'll notice my low back is not arching, my upper back is not arching. You can do this with as much weight as you would like to. You just want to make sure that when you bump the weight up, you're not sacrificing the breath, because if your weight's too heavy and you have to hold your breath to bring the arms back to the starting point, it's straining the abdominals, it's straining your neck, and it's not beneficial to the core. So keep the weight light enough that you can move fluidly. Up overhead, exhale, engage, and bring the weight back down. Doing 20 reps of this move, you will feel it. And it's something that is a very low level, targeted exercise, and you'll be pleased with how quickly that you can progress and do more repetitions or add more weight. It's one of my favorite moves and the closest thing to a crunch sensation you're gonna get. The hips and pelvis do not rock or move as you do this. It's strictly pulling that belly button towards the spine to get that ab engagement. So those are 3 core moves that are functional and beneficial to strengthen your body as you build up in this running and power walking program. And I have a little trick that I use with competitive runners or even just recreational runners. When you start increasing that respiratory rate with more intense and longer runs, we tend to get a lot of abdominal tightness, and it can limit how deep of a breath we can take, because if the ribs are not expanding, it's hard to take a full deep breath. So for this technique is a myofascial release, which is just a technical term, but you are going to hook your fingers around your rib cage, not diving in deep and underneath, just enough to kind of reach from where it sinks ribs to abdomen. You're just going to kind of wrap your fingers around, and you're gently going to apply pressure and pull the fingers over that area. You're not sliding your fingers over the skin, you're gripping and pulling. So it's more pressure than you may think. We are going to run all the way down to those outer rib cage area and do the same thing on the other side. This can be really tender. You may not feel anything at all. If it feels good, go ahead and do it. Not something I would do every day, maybe once a week, but it is something that feels really good to allow the rib cage to expand when you take a deep breath in, and then it cuts down on that tightness you feel in the upper abdominals from that increased respiratory rate and the power you're using to get through your runs and your power walks. So awesome tips for you this week. We are cruising. We're in the second to last week of this program. You should be feeling really good. I hope you're achieving your goals, and I'm excited to keep going with you. We'll check in a week.